Okay, so today our short, I don't know, topic or lessons. 그 페이지 파르샹기 계지 민치 땅 낭튼 고안인지 approaches and key terms to understanding the colophons of the Tibetan texts. So I think before we go through the colophon, I think we have to identify some key terms. So that's really important when looking for the colophon and who comforts and when, who requests, how they comfort, and where kind of location. So what's the purpose? So this thing I think we have to know is very important. In terms of agency terms, who comforts, this is, you can say, direct grammar thing. So the ki, he, ye, be, ne, and starts basically saying end of the person's name. Sometimes for example, saying somebody's name, Kunga, and we take over the a at the sa, then Kunge, then composed right by Kunga. That's at this sa we also doing this thing.
Right. So these are third case markers.
Yes.
That mark the agent of the verb.
Perfect. Yes. Yeah. And then also in terms of indicate this for sometimes jar. This is some jar means also come first. G wrote. Yi jung basically arose from the ocean of mind. So it's also same thing there, right? And zom. And also sometimes the drelwa. Drelwa means explain in detail. So basically same thing come first, right? That's kind of term used. Of course, more than that, this is one example.
These are the common verbs for indicating the author or whatever, like in the colophon.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
And this is indicate time, like nang, nin, la, and the ra is also end of something. Dao dun bar, something ra also. There's also when they compose. This kind of indicate those things. And this then gulne, sentence as a request by or because of the request, depend on that request kind of saying. And so basically saying lots of Buddhist texts, you have to compose based on somebody's request. That's kind of this thing, showing sometimes the person's name, so-and-so requests, right? And this also, to Gone means how he composed in the way of kind of saying some people writing differently. So there's sometimes they can explain how he composed. So that's also indicate. And this, of course, the locative, su, ra, rotu, na, la. This is also where they compose. And this is a Döndu for the benefit of Gyurji, may this kind of thing, dedication, wish, or this kind of thing they're doing. So that's pretty much most important terminology for the colophon. So we can go now, actual text. So actual text basically saying, when it's in this kind of text, we can see only just three areas. G, this is composed. Then of course, this agent who did it, la, when they did it. So that's basically saying three key terms we look at. If this turns in English, so mipam, right? Wrote jiva. So that's mipam jiva, right? That's witnessing. And when, on, this is the same thing. And English, Tibetan, of course, we opposite. Tibetan here a year, month, day. English on the 9th day, same thing from Stefan. 3 months, this thing, and Earth monkey year. So that's a Satir, which is a 9003, right? And then just Chotikyo means may there be supreme excellence, this kind of wishes. This is very, very short colophon. And now we can go a little bit longer than that. So this little bit longer. And also same thing, from, on. And that's, I think, most important we have to know. So if you look at English, so Shibang, I think that's also is interesting. Sometimes here, all the name of the book you put here. So basically saying this, talking about this means this text. Sometimes the name coming here, sometimes not name, just Shibang. That means indicate the name of the text.
So like it's the end quote marks for the ending of the text name.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. So basically saying this sometimes missing Jua means arose. So basically say came. This arose. Le means from. From the leg of the Jambe Gyatso is mind. So Jambe Gibi Yi Tsole. So from the leg of the Jambe Gibi mind, this is like a basically showing the author who wrote this text. And then La means same thing on. 10th day of the Ondawa. So that's like English, we have each month have different name, January, February, March, April, May. And in Tibetan also calendar we use like Gondawa, Ondawa, Nagondawa, Sagandawa, Nundawa, Chudindawa, Trushindawa, Tumdawa, Tagandawa. 12 name month has a different name. Ondawa means like a second month of the year, this name Ondawa. And Serchangelo same as a fire female bird year. So that's like sometimes in Tibetan we use lots of they call kind of synonym.
Yeah.
So like moon, sometimes they call moon. Sometimes the moon call cool giver. And sometimes the moon call night protector. So the same synonym as the moon. So there's like or Serchangelo or like a fire female bird years, same meaning. Right? Just like sometimes, and also like sometimes, what's a fire female bird year? I think it's like maybe future we can show some how to look at this name in modern 19, this sort of thing. Especially we also maybe future maybe we can do something class.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
This is like a short one. Now I make it a little bit longer than that. So, and this the best thing you can say. Gulmur means kind of request, as a request. Name is by. Basically, same thing also. Shebang is this like indicate the whole text. This text request by Atsang. And who's Atsang? This Trujinda will describe the Atsang. And then how we compose Tsudu in the way of, that's from here to here, how he composed, showing. And then name is from here to here, this is his name, Gangshar. From here to here, describe him more humble way. And then he's dedicated. I think we can see in English. So request by the excellent practitioner Asang. So that's like maybe see person this requested by the Trujin Tamba means excellent practitioner Asang, right? Gungur, maybe this request by the excellent practitioner Asang, and Rangla Yibe Tama Chicken Kai Sik Chudu. That's like English like Gundo Chudara Kupa means basically the confused somebody. And Tangye Gangsha, Tangye means old beggar. Gangsha is his name. Wrote this. I think this like kind of saying wrote by the confused old beggar. How he confused? Much like an old dog vomiting up golden instruction. So that's like a really and beautiful way, and also like saying is Tibetan sometimes indicate somebody not good person. We say chicken old dog. That's also using. I mean English also the same thing, right? But it seems like all dog is not great, but from his mouth came out the gold vomiting. Same thing, he said, I'm beggar is the confusing, not important person. But whatever saying this instruction is important. That's way indicate showing.
Right. So the teachings are valuable, but I myself am not valuable.
Excellent. Yeah, that's talking about dog and gold put together. That's
yeah.
right. And another way of saying like whatever he know, and sometimes it's in Tibetan there's a vomiting means like whatever he know, everything came out. Like if somebody vomit whatever inside your stomach, everything came out. So whatever he have instruction, everything teach here.
Oh, right.
That's what he indicate. Right, and that's one thing. Maybe control one more. This also a little bit longer. And so that's here. So like Trulwa. Trulwa means like I say, explain in detail. And also like he Kulne requested by someone. Then Jumba Tommy Ki by Tommy Char compose at that place. So basically saying from here, see, did you see D before Shebang? Here, not Shebang, give more detail of the text. This name of this title of the text. Sometimes they give the whole title text put D, and like order, it's not title Sheba, just not give the title of the text. That's we can say. Just to see different. One is the Shebang, didn't pretty obvious the title text you already know. Here say like one more explain title of the text here. Based on this text and requested by this person and composed it by this person at that place. So that's kind of is a clear indicate. So logic to me you tinam you gonna draw a D. Tepa choke nenjo tapa jensen ji yang da yang do gul ne zuma tomi ji when you choose to jaro was. This succinct, I don't know, succinct a commentary based on the word of the 7 point of mind tuning. So that's like a logic to Dima. Kind of a ninju means like oral instruction. Signam, so I think that this like a signam means like succinct.
Succinct.
Yeah, Troa D. That's the best. This all name of the text described. And so there's like was composed here Sharwa in the response to the repeated request. So you see repeat yang da yang do. Again, give a request from the Dragpa Jensen. This is like a Dragpa Jensen. Yogi of the supreme vehicle. So that's like a Tekpa Chok in Nenjurba, right? So that's the best who's the Dragpa Jensen described the Tekpa Chok in Nenjurba. And then so basically Juba Tommy Ji, this means like a Mong Tommy, his name, right? When this is named the place, Jaro. So that's, I think we have to, another way of saying compose. And who composed? Ji. Juba Tommy Ji. Where composed? At. When a chosen. Who requests? Is basically Tapa Jensen Ji. How many times? Again. Because of that, it's comfort. This kind of like showing more detail. That makes sense?
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So it seems like if you just know a few of the key words, like you showed on the first slide, and then you look out for those key words and you look out for the grammatical particles, and then you can just break the longer section down into these parts.
That's our idea. So basically saying, if we know those, like a beginning we're showing,
yeah,
those keywords, and then basically saying we have a clue. So like where this compose and who requests, when they compose, who compose, how it compose. That's kind of we have a clue. So that's I think is our this main thing, which is focus on this kind of thing.
Right. It helps to have them in different colors like this on your screen, because then it breaks up the long section of text and it's less scary looking.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
so sometimes when I do that on my text, I have like a highlighter pen and I make highlighter colors to break up the long sentence.
I think this is really helpful. Even though one of us like studying the Tibetan text, we also like a few different color highlighting. So then just a really helpful one way is remember the text. Other way also key thing. So sometimes also it's important, maybe another class we can like how to look at the structure of the text, maybe helpful, that's like some like philosophical text in one structure. We have a different structure, right? So maybe it's something we can do this thing also.
Yeah, like the outline. You mean the
Yeah,
different?
outline.
Yeah, that would be very helpful.
Sometimes like a short ritual, maybe 3 or 4 ritual. We don't have translate ritual, only structure outline, and then just people see this short thing apply almost even longer. They cannot do more than different that only longer. That's it, right? We can just,
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. That's so helpful.
Oh, thanks so much. Yeah.